Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, family? What's up? See who all out here tonight. Scroll back. What's going on, y'all? Shanna. The humans in the building. Batman's left leg. What up, Batman? What up, Mel? Fat God. What's good? STD. What's going on, bro? What up, Jason? Well, E. What's good? What's good? Make sure I get everybody. Hold on. 1 sec. There we go. Going back. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. What up, Jason? What up, Joseph? Mr. Harris, what's good? D-Man, what's going on, bro? See who else we got out here. Everybody else coming in. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Fan, what's good? OG Tank. What's good? Sedano 718. 718. Wait a minute. You from one of the 718 spots? New York. What up, baby? Ramsey J. Philly Slow. J40, what's good? Hey, Gina. What up? Airplane. Tap in. What's going on? Soon to be daddy. What's good, bro? What else we got out here? RGTV here in a minute. Madman, what up? Biggs, what's going on? Take money. There we go. What it do, everybody? Hope everybody having a good Wednesday. I had a pretty decent one. Noah Saint, what up, what up? So see if this stream y'all keeping up with this phone. Coy, what's going on, bro? What up? What else out here? Yo, come on in. Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way in. Smash that like button. Get more people in here. Woke up in here today. Good discussion today. So the Glock boy, what's up, man? Yeah, cultural disconnect, brother. You see it. You see the title. We'll get into it. You see it. You see it. That's right, everybody. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Nah, D, I ain't gonna make it, bro. The Merc, what up? You ain't gonna be able to make that one. JLN, what's going on? JLN Network, what's good? You want to party? All right. Party. For real? You got on boots? All right. They getting it in, huh? Tony, what up, man? The Mexicans got on boots. That's funny. What's we got? Cartwright, what up, brother? What's going on, man? It's hot everywhere else. I know it's hot as hell down there in Louisiana. Big Mike, what up, man? Mr. Bunfire, what's good, yo? Like, come on in the building. Come on in the room. Make sure you're hitting that like button on the way in. Oh, what up? Click, bang. What's up? What's going on, man? I didn't realize that was you, brother. I can barely see the thumbnail. What up, man?
Hold on. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, bro. I hear you. You good? I see that. I see that bright shirt too.
Hey, chill out, man.
Too early.
Don't start acting New Yorkie.
Don't start acting New York, yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, it felt like it got real hot here. It was 90, 96, something like that. Crazy. Tell him, D, man. Tell him, bro. How you tell him, D?
Hey, what D-Man say?
He said, he said you wearing a 20-year-old sweater. You're wearing a 20-year-old sweater.
You know, D-Man part of the reason I'm doing this live.
Joseph said,
He's a part of the disconnect.
he said that shirt blinding the shit. What up, Smooth? What up, Kingdom Defense? Good, everybody.
What's good, everybody? I'm sorry, man. I can't even talk.
What up, dude?
I can't even talk about what was going on.
I did 7 tomorrow. Damn. Man, I don't want to be there. Jesus. Nah, bro, what shirt is that?
Hey, man, won't y'all get up off my shirt, man? What's wrong with y'all?
Man, so what up, man?
What is this?
Joseph said you got the Crayola shirt on. He said Arrested Development shirt. What's that about? You muted, bro. Some kind of way you muted. Damn. United Colors of Benetton. Yo, you're funny tonight.
That's
Huh?
That's what we are. Could you please take a note for me, for everybody that has something slick to say about my shirt?
Let's talk about
including yourself. I want you to put yourself on the note too. All right.
Right, I say he got the same shirt.
Good. Man, let me slide back to the live real quick. I ain't gonna catch everybody, but I'll definitely go back through and speak to some people. Shannon, what's good? Batman's left leg. Armel, Fat God, what up? Silverback, D-Man in this joint. Fam, OG Tank, Walt E. Joseph Harris. What up, man? Is that Cadino or Sedino? I don't know. Ramsey J, Philly Slow. What up? Gina versus Gina Airplane. Tap in. What up, man? Biggs, Madman. Billy, what's good, bro? You good?
What's poppin'? Everything smooth.
All right. My bad, brother.
Oh, Alex,
what's up, Alex?
Yeah.
Coy joint.
I hear echo and I know it ain't me. That's why I put the headphones on.
It's probably Billy, man. Biggs.
I don't hear no echo.
Nola.
Not now.
Tony 450, Mr. Bumpfire. What's up, man? Hey, man, I need to talk to Mr. Bump. I need one of them. I can't say. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Flex joint.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Hand, what up?
Hey, shout out to G-Flex. G-Flex making noise right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he been working, man. The boy's working hard, man.
For sure.
Man, anybody I didn't get a chance to speak to, Charles Faulkner Mentos, man. You know, I'm gonna go on and get going because I was running a little bit behind. What's up to everybody though? Yo, I want to say this before we get going on this live because I'm gonna tell y'all something that's so crazy that just happened to me. Like this literally just happened to me. So I put the live topic on Instagram. I ain't even put them on blast, but I already got a DM that was like, I don't know if you want to touch on that.
Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. You know, like, one of those. I'm not sure if you really want to touch on that. So,
yeah,
how long?
ARD, what up, yo?
Dancing around it.
Long time.
No, you absolutely right, bro. I think it's a needed conversation. All right, bro. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up, Reg. I got you, bro. Appreciate you, man. But stay in here for this, bro, because it's good. I would love to hear, especially opinions from people that's in the content creating space, and then people just normal stuff. So, I want y'all to know that I titled this way purposely, right? I could have made the title a lot more aggressive, but the topic is not as aggressive as people think it is, right? So basically, when I talk about cultural disconnect, the first thing people start thinking about, they say, well, oh man, you know, some white people don't like black people, or some black people don't like white people, or whatever, right? Like you instantly say that. But I want y'all to think about some stuff because this has been something that's been bugging me for a long time. All right, and I gotta give it some context before we dig into the actual conversation. I'm gonna put the link out here, and I want anybody that want to come in, you're welcome to come in and talk. All I want to say first is that we're gonna keep this super respectful, right? Like we ain't here to.
Hey, Urban, that's right. We ain't here to bash nothing. We're here to have a conversation.
Right, that's a lot.
We're here to have a good conversation.
Yeah. So that's not what it's about. First of all, and second, I want to give some context to why I want to do this, because I'm gonna be the first one to say this, y'all. So it's the two-way industry is their cultural disconnect. That's the topic. So let me tell you my thoughts on this and what made me want to do this first, and then we'll just talk about it. So, as long as I've been moving in the 2A space, all right, let's get that together. Because in terms of, having guns and then kind of being in the 2A space, to me is two different things. Because when you get into the 2A world, it's kind of different, right? There's an industry going on here. I just want to make sure everybody following me. And in the industry, Mr. Bonfire, you're right, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you the link because see, he already 2 steps ahead of me. When I talk about things like cultural disconnect, I would say I started going to events. What y'all say, about maybe 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I first went to my very first industry event. And what I noticed was, it was so many like white people there, right? So many, man, and very few people of color. Very few. And at first I couldn't wrap my mind around it. Like I was thinking, like, is this a thing where people are purposely trying to keep us out as black people, as people of color, or are we not participating in stuff? Is it us just not going? Nobody said you can't be there. Is it because they didn't tell me I couldn't be there?
Right.
So why am I the only one here? I never seen nothing that said that we couldn't be there, right? I wasn't the only one there, but or I don't know. Like I don't know which way that went. Are they trying to keep us out, or are we just not going? Which one is it, right? That was the first time that I started like questioning certain stuff. The second time was that Gundy's situation. Right, which is what started the RGAs, the regular gun tube awards, because I couldn't wrap my mind around how no black content creator had ever won an award.
And I think prior to that, been nominated.
There wasn't.
Right.
I don't even.
I don't think
there was nominees prior because Black Rambo had been nominated some years ago, and I think Coleon had been nominated, but no black content creators has still never won.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Now, so I asked the question: Do these people not like black people? And say what you want. I refuse to believe that. Or are they just out of touch with our culture?
Yeah, and we are not.
Do they
the radar?
Like you're not in front of them. You're not what they're used to seeing. Prime example. This ain't just in 2A. This just simply exists in the world. Think about radio.
Mm-hmm.
Culture can be anything, right? You got hip hop culture, you got gang culture, you got, rock culture, you got hippie culture, you got every type of culture out there, right? So what ends up happening is, think about when you listen to the radio and you turn on the radio station. You traveling, you out of town, and you looking for a station, right?
Mm-hmm.
You looking for what you listen to. You listening for what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or what you're used to hearing. Hillbilly
That's right.
culture.
That's right. Hillbilly culture. That's right.
So
it exists.
I believe some of it is purposeful, but I don't think a large percentage of it is purpose. I think the larger percentage of it is just a disconnect there. We as a people have not been active in the 2A space for a long time. No, I take that back. We've been active in the 2A space, just not publicly active in the 2A space and on social media and doing some of the things that are going on now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's probably more visible than ever. But I'm gonna tell you something bigger than what I think is a cultural disconnect. See, I don't think people saw me going here. Red seen it though. Mr. Bumfire, he's seen it before it happened. D-Man seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care who get mad. We are a part of we are the problem. We're the bigger part of the problem. We spend more time competing against each other than we do understanding that power is in numbers and that we should support one another, and there's enough out there for everybody. Because when I had my boy, the Gun Collective on here, and I told y'all that when I went to his event, one of my takeaways was how he encouraged content creators to work together, get to know each other, push the envelope, create the leverage. I'm standing, he's talking to me too. Like, it's not like he's just talking to all the white guys. You get what I'm saying? There was other content creators there. He's talking to everybody. And the fact that he was saying this and the fact that people were doing this is what allows these gentlemen to understand the business more, allows them to get better and bigger and more sponsorships. It allows them to have better and stronger relationships because there's an understanding there that people have that support for one another. We all have that thing in common, that whole love for firearms, the 2A space in common. That's our thing. But we don't know. We have a tendency to not want to see people. They're talk, man. Everybody want to see you do good. They just don't want to see you do better than them.
Mm.
You know, I'm talking about. See, I can speak on this. I see it often. My track record speaks for itself. I've never been that type of person ever. So from the moment I stepped on YouTube, I've never been that guy, right? Me, I'd be so happy for everybody doing whatever they're doing, and I'm never bothered by anyone else's success. As a matter of fact, I'm always happy and bigging people up, and even when they're not big, you know what I'm saying? We wrapping our arms around people and cheering them on, right? And it doesn't matter who it is. I've never been, that dude. Like for me, some of the guys, some of the white guys, some of them cool as hell to me. I don't know them all, but I speak on the ones that I've had conversations with, and we don't hang out and kick it all the time. But if I hit them, they talk to me. Let me say this. This gonna mess y'all head up. A few white guys in this industry that we watch. These are big YouTubers. Have given me more sound advice, like concrete shit, like they inside information, than any brother I know. And that ain't no knock. That's just it. Like sat me down,
what it is.
Position me, introduce me to executives, people that I need to know. How can I make money on YouTube? How can I get sponsorships? How can I get products and build relationships with these companies?
Let me ask you a question.
They showed me, like, not, oh man, you could do this. They don't just say it. They get such and such on the phone with you. They set up the Zoom call. They say, hey, go check my man out. This is RGG. He's a good guy. He's got, a very, cool following of people that really rock with him, and they got a dope community over there. And you probably should consider putting your products in his hand and let him introduce it to his people. Gun enthusiasts, a great family atmosphere. They sell it for me.
Do you feel that because of our cultural differences, do you feel that
I'm gonna post a link
that black folks see color more immediate than white folks?
I don't know.
I think as Americans, we're conditioned to that from birth. I think it has nothing to do with black. I think it's not a black or a white thing. I think we both see. That's why when people go around talking about, oh, I don't see color, I think that's bullshit. We're conditioned to that from the time we come and get into the school system and start moving around and moving places. That's an American thing.
See, okay, so I could say this, for myself personally. I've never really experienced in the 2A space where somebody's just been flat out racist or that I've known, so that nobody's shown me this, right? I have seen, I don't want to blast them, but I've seen some companies that are very subjective.
Yeah.
Well, you stupid.
So I've seen some companies that are very subjective. Like I'll just put it like that. But as far as like the content creators and these guys, nobody's ever given me that energy. You don't never know what somebody's thinking or how they feel, but nobody's ever given me that energy. And I don't give people that energy. Like I'm gonna always be respectful to anybody I meet, as long as they're respectful to me. That's just how I am.
True, fam.
That's true, fam. That's real. That's real. I think when we start talking about topics like this, now mind you, I tagged some of everybody in it. Everybody that I've ever had a conversation with, from white, black, whatever, I tried to tag them and say, "Yo, stop by," because this is one of those topics that people want to stay as far away. They get quiet. They get scared. People don't ever want to mention color.
You see that comment that Hillbilly made?
Yeah, I want to touch on that.
I mean, the reason I have to say that I agree with him because I've had more conversations with people on ranges and places surrounding 2A culture with people that I probably never would have interacted with, never would have had a conversation with unless
I agree with that.
Unless we were in what we call 2A culture or America. I mean, that's what I think. I think that's part of being in this country.
I think that it's not an American culture, it's an American concept, because regardless of color lines, within the 2A world, there's different cultures side by side.
I agree. I agree with that.
Tactical guys don't really fuck with regular guys. Regular guys don't really mess with street guys. Street guys don't really mess with, proper hunters or nothing like that. This culture,
there's so many cliques of people. So you got.
But would you call a clique a culture? Would you call a clique a culture?
I never thought about that, but
because it's all still about guns.
When you look inside the 2A community and you take a lot of the black content creators. Now I want y'all to think about this. I asked this question before for a reason, because I knew that this live would come up eventually. I asked this question. I want y'all to see if y'all can remember when I asked it.
You see,
Damn, how did I just lose my train of thought? Billy, I'm getting old, man.
slow down.
I just lost my train of thought just like that, y'all.
It's the shirt.
It was good though.
Slow down.
It's the shirt. Damn you, Zach.
Your mind all over the place like that shirt all over the place.
Nah, so look. Think about this, Black content creators. Think about how separate. I'm only talking Black content creators right now. Think about how separated it is in terms of like, you got these guys kind of move on this side. Billy just said it in a way. But you don't really mess with they don't really mess with the guys over here too tough. Right? And then you got these guys who come off a certain way. They don't deal with these guys. Right? I'm a matter of fact, I don't want to confuse y'all like I'm talking in circles. Let me context this. Let me say some names. I'm gonna mention some people that I'm cool with. That way it don't seem like it's no trash, right? But I'm gonna tell you how people are different culturally, even though we the same color. I'm gonna take Guns Out TV, Sherm, Keys. Sherm, the political guy. Both of these guys cool as ever. Sherm, the political guy, very proper, well-spoken dude. Keys, former Marine, funny dude, cracks me up. We always messing, joking around, whatever. They really cool. But you may never really see Guns Out TV with, I ain't gonna put it out there because I don't want to, they don't have no problems with nobody. But it may be people on the other side that you don't really see them with. Don't necessarily mean you got a problem with them. It's just
not their type of hype.
There you go. There's just a natural disconnect. Like people move differently. That's what I was gonna say. I remember now. My thought came back, and then I'm gonna get this link out there.
What up, Tom? What's up, man?
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna put that link out there in the chat in 1 second. It's coming up there in 1 second. I said count.
What up, yo?
Big content creators, Black.
Mm-hmm.
On I want you to count me. Give me the top 5 Black content creators in the gun space with over 1 million subscribers. And y'all, you remember that, guys, when I was challenging everybody to do that? Because when you start naming content creators, some of my favorites too on the white side, I can keep going. When you start saying over 1 million, I can really keep going. You can get to a lot of them, and a lot of it has to do with the time the guys have been in the 2A space. But for whatever reason, there seems to be a bigger support system. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Very much so. Because I think that the white 2A space has had a longer open free run to where the black 2A space was kind of almost secretive from your own household. You know, it wasn't accepted so much in culture as it has been in the last 3 or 4 years.
There's a reason for that.
What up, Manny? Yep, you're right, bro. You're absolutely right.
What up, man? Yep.
He said, I believe more Black content creators would share more insider info with you if their resources matched others. That could be true.
I think.
Listen, let me tell you, Rambo, my boy. If I sat here and told you he ain't never put me up on game, or Rambo got me the SHOT Show, I would have never went to a SHOT Show had he not got me there. Black Rambo introduced me to Twister, my own brother right here in Chicago. So for me to be like, so I don't want nobody to misconstrue that. That's my boy. But it's what I'm explaining is
What up, Fish?
Often, what up, Fish?
Yo,
Often
what up?
we just can't. We're not able to move. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that I will say this. Oftentimes, we can be prideful too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say names
Or
because I feel like I can call or text Hootie Who. I'm just going to use him as an example, right? White guy, content creator from Tennessee, been doing this a long time, got a bunch of subscribers, right? I feel like I can literally text him or call him and be like, hey man, I need some advice on this. Can you help me out and guide me in the right direction on this situation? And he gonna do it. Ask me why I can say that with confidence. Because he done it already. Right? He's already done this for me. I remember when he came on the live, he sat on there about an hour after we were off, like talking YouTube stuff and giving us information that he didn't even have to give.
Hey, complex blackness. I see that, but that's a small culture within the white content creators. Because I think the biggest content creator in the white two-way world to me is Demolition Ranch, and
he's the biggest gun content creator. Period.
Period. And believe me, his stuff does not often reflect, military service.
Right.
It is a whole different pile of recklessness or intriguingness or excitement. And he's hella successful. Marketing also might be a big part of it.
Now I want y'all to think about this. This is so much bigger than black and white. Think about, look at the landscape of not only content creators but people in the 2A space. I'll give you a prime example. Look at Gun Camp.
United Nations.
Right. United Nations, right.
You black people, Asian,
right,
white, you know what I'm saying? Mexican,
Filipino.
You name it. It's there. So 2A is everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's everybody. But it's there is cultural disconnect. That's why when you go to certain events, doesn't matter what event it is, most times one race is going to outweigh the other.
Mm-hmm. Marcus, what up? Baltimore James,
what up? That's damn near like a lot of times that can be territorial too.
Well, and then I think, because when I think about that, I think the problem that affects, and I can only speak from black perspective, and I don't speak for everybody, I speak for me. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact when it comes to gun culture, for us, that's been demonized. When you look at the media and you look at mainstream media, whatever you want to call it, anytime there's an emphasis put on that, when it comes to us,
baby, how was your first day
there's always a. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
There's always a demonization when we have guns, but it's not like that when it comes to white folks. But with people of color, black folks in particular, that's all I can speak for. There's always a demonization of it. So it puts us at it makes us look at it different. It makes us look at it differently.
Do you feel like the demonization came from our own households?
Well, no, it was because it was put into them based off of what they watched. There's a statement that I made to Bro the other day about culture. See, the quote-unquote white culture, whatever you want to call it, is always forced down our throat. So we know it. We see it all the time because it's the dominant part of society. Our culture is not shoved down their throats like that. So they may not and won't understand it the same way that we do. So what ends up happening is our folk from behind the scenes or whatever, like the older generation, there was a certain thing that was put on them. We didn't own networks and we didn't own radio stations and all of that. So there was a certain thing that was put out there by the news and newspapers and everything. And it demonized us to a certain point. It's just the truth. So it made the gun culture to us different than to them. It wasn't more like with them, it's just like, oh, it's an American right. It's my 2A right. With us, oh, yeah, it's our 2A right, but we might got to keep this behind the scenes because whenever they see us with a gun, it's always portrayed as, oh, look at what they're doing. Now, you ain't got to agree with me, but that's just what I see. That's how I see it. So it's demonized with us.
I'm going to give a prime example of what I think is cultural disconnect. All right. I like this better. What y'all like better?
I like this one.
This one.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a prime example of what I think is cultural disconnect. I'm gonna use Lil Bro. I'm gonna use GHG Hustle, for example. I was gonna use Black Rambo, but I'm gonna use GHG Hustle. I think he's a better.
What up, James? What up, Rich?
So let's think about his whole what's the word I'm looking for? His
persona.
presentation, right? His persona.
His persona.
So when I look at GHG Hustle, he's just a normal, cool kid to me, right? Nothing about him makes me uncomfortable. Nice kid, quiet kid, knows how to shoot, whatever, right? But I think culturally, when other people look at him, they look at him like he's dangerous. This kid got gold teeth, he got body full of tattoos, you know, he talk like he's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. They look at him different, right? So culturally, he doesn't look that part to me because I get it, right? I'm from that culture, but and I think that's sometimes where the disconnect happens. Same thing happens with Rambo. Same thing happens with a few other content creators out there. That they're looked at, they're judged by their physical appearance.
Right.
They're misjudged.
Right.
By their physical appearance. Hold on.
Because that's because
he didn't say nothing.
Because that's made to
what up, big dog?
That whole thing about their appearance and how they look is made to be like it's a bad thing when it's not a bad thing. We know it's not because we know cats like that. That's just something that we know.
Yeah.
Hey, Hustle, boy, I tell you, boy, that boy got a magic ear on him.
What up, Hustle?
GHG Hustle, what's up, kid? But so what I'm saying is sometimes, and I've seen this, I've experienced it firsthand. I could be talking to a sponsor and they'd be like, "Oh no, you know, if that guy's gonna be there, we don't want to be involved." What you mean? What is this guy ever done that you don't want to be involved if he's there? I don't understand that.
I'm on the fucking team, man.
You know, anytime
I've been around a lot of people like that.
That's too fast. My other phone dying.
Right, mute time.
Hey, y'all can hear me fine?
Yeah, what up with you?
What's up with it? What's up with it?
It's the bonfire in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let me ask you, bro. Do you think it's a cultural disconnect, or do you think it's just flat out motherfuckers don't like to fuck with black people?
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna tell you, it's like this. To me, it's both ways. Like, you know, just like in the real world, when it comes to normal stuff, you know, there's always segregation in everything you do. No matter what you do, you go to the gun world, car world, everything. So in the gun world, it's the same way. But the same thing with us in the gun world. Like I said, I'm new to it. I've only been in it about a year and a half.
Okay.
My first time going to a shooting event was the pew party. The first pew party.
Okay.
And so, like, me seeing that, I'm like, you know, okay, yeah, this cool. So me, I just feel like I just want to shoot with everybody. And so you see how I come to everybody, I approach everybody cool, this is that, another. So I'm cool with this person, that person. But then as I got cool with more and more people, you start hearing, oh, well, that person ain't cool with that person ain't cool with that. I'm like, well, what's going on? What's something I don't know?
Yeah.
But it's just these personal reasons and stuff. And I'd be like, you know, it's just wild. I mean, to me, it don't matter.
Now,
I feel that somebody
in our own community.
That's what I'm saying with us, which is us. Because I'm gonna be real. I'm like I said, I'm new to this, and I only been to a couple of the, you know, other, like, I'm just say white, you know, gun shows and stuff like that. You know, I only been to a couple of those. The majority of things I went to is just mainly us. Like I said, because I'm new to it, so I just got in. You know, when we got in it with Q Party and all them, and so that's how I look at it. But it's crazy though. It's real crazy. Like I said, how everybody in us, just us in a little circle, like with just a few black people that I done met in this thing, just been in a year and a half. Everybody looking at each other crazy. It's like that.
Each other weird.
It's like that.
Well, crazy.
It's like that.
Like my energy be, you know, from the beginning when I first started doing the live streams and started bringing people on the channel, I used to try to. I wanted to reach out to everybody that was doing what we doing, That used to always be my goal. You can go back and look at all my old lives. I can't even think of too many people that haven't been through this channel, right? And it's never been about us not supporting them. Like I still watch a lot of these people that support this channel on all of these guys' channel to this day, right? Like it created community, man. It started bringing people together, start allowing people to see that a lot of these people are real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they everyday people. Most times you never saw that. You only saw them when they made a YouTube video. So a person make a YouTube video, that's all you ever knew of them. So me, I used to want to get to know them better. Like I want to chop it up with them. I want to make them cuss a little bit. I want to make them laugh. Let's see who you really are, you know. And then when I started getting to know a lot of guys, man, I got cool with a lot of people. But what happens amongst us as a people, right, is something can always split us.
Rambo.
Like we the most infiltrated people that exist. Like it's almost impossible to keep people.
It be that competition,
especially when you're in the same space, right? So it's easier to compete or want to wipe out the person next to you versus want to help them see them, you know what I'm saying, rise. Why can't this kid be the biggest as big as he can be? Why can't he? I mean, I don't understand. It ain't gonna hurt you. It don't stop me. No matter how big the next YouTuber get, don't slow me down. I gotta work harder. Right? Let's keep supporting them. The bigger these guys get, the more doors they open. Like that, sometimes that gotta be. You can't get everybody to think that way. You know. So again, I started doing a regular meetup. I started doing the RGAs, the regular GunTube Awards. What the hell is the YouTube award show? That's to big up other content creators. That's to give them their flowers. That's me being in support of them, not just me, but the whole community voting for these guys, wanting to come out there and meet them. You know what we tend to do? It sucks, but it's what we do, as opposed to saying, man, we should all get behind that. Just like when you go, the Gundys be crowded. Boy, you heard of the Gundys, Reg?
Oh yeah, I heard about it. Like I said recently.
The Gundys dope. It be packed. Fucking packed. All the big content creators there. All of them. The RGAs, the regular GunTube Awards, is the only award show that exists in the 2A space that's giving flowers out as well. We're giving it to whoever the people vote for. Why would we not come together? And, you know, our own creators be like, man, I ain't finna be promoting that. You got to pay me to promote that. I ain't doing what? You get what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I think,
you don't got to come to the range day, but the award show, you should be there if you can. Like, I understand sometimes things come up, you can't make it, but if you can, as a content creator, and people are voting for you, we have a chance to make something be huge.
Yeah.
They feel like they're blowing me up. You know, you get what I'm saying?
We've had this conversation before, bro. We don't have a good old boys network. And I know you understand what that means. We don't have one of those. It's like if I go somewhere, like, because I know people who've done this. Like I've gone places, people that don't look like me. You're talking to somebody, you're talking to somebody, and they'll go, "Hey, all right." They'll get somebody on the phone and be like, "Hey, Charlie, got my man Zach. I'm sending him over to you. Take care of him for me." We don't got a good old boys. We don't got a good old boys network like that, really.
Woo, what's up, fellas?
So,
and that's happened many times. What's
we
going on,
talk
bro?
about oftentimes people that do have success in the Black content creator world being more delicate with their connects, more secretive with their connects, more I don't want to say greedy as a rough word, but less willing to put other people on, not knowing the follow through that person is going to have.
I will say this, what's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
DG, my boy Darren. Him and a couple of my boys went down to the Great American Shootout, as I call it, back in Georgia. I couldn't go because of work reasons. Little background for me, 10 years of U.S. Army. 18 months in Iraq, 15 years with the Baltimore Police Department. Arms instructor, executive protection from ESI in Colorado, and I'm going back into law enforcement as either a sergeant or lieutenant as of the 30th of this month. So,
Congratulations, my brother.
thank you. I'm gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't, because I've been around so many different races of people at so many different periods of my life, so many times. Hell, I spent 3 months in Colorado earlier this year for executive protection and corporate security management, child to ESI. There is a cultural difference. Like myself, I'm a comic book and anime guy. You know, when you go to BlurCon, it's gonna be different, you know, compared to other comic book conventions, because, you know, black people have a certain culture about them, the music, the feel, the movement. Is it racial? In some aspects, yes. In some aspects, no. It's cultural. And our culture, we're not raised from the ground up as much as white culture is to study the firearm. As a matter of fact, it's not very uncommon for a lot of black people to shoot their first firearm in their late teens or in their 20s, compared to white people. They grew up in this shit, because, you know, a lot of it is like downgraded because, oh, if you have a firearm, it's bad, it's evil. It's always demonized, instead of actually saying, look, what's more dangerous, this 40 caliber pistol or this 6,000-pound SUV full tank of gas? You got to have respect for both in order to use it properly. And I think the more we have shows,
Rambo say, how I get in this? We showing you love, dark skinned fella.
Black Rambo. No, I've been following that guy for years. But it's an educational thing. It's like when even for my security firm or in law enforcement, when I taught a lot of guys.
Click that link, Rambo.
When I taught guys and girls how to do community policing, you want to get rid of the angst between the black community and police. Go talk to people. Treat them like how you want to be treated. Even when I was in ESI, I'm the blackest thing in Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm smoking a cigar, drinking some cognac, and you know what? People just come talk to me, and and it's funny that you have to learn to respect each other's differences, but celebrate our similarities. And I think that's one of the things where, when you see a black man with a gun, for so many years, we've been fighting against the negative connotations of a black man with firearms. That's what makes a lot of people apprehensive, instead of saying, dude, I'm just as skilled, if not more so, with certain firearms than some of your favorite content creators on the other side of the color spectrum.
Hey, I don't want to cut you off, bro. What's your name again?
Charles, man.
Charles. So I don't want to let it drag on too far, because I just want the conversation kind of get people in that moment. Do we think it's a disconnect, or do we think it's just flat out? I think racism. I got Rambo too. Hold on, let me get my man in here. I don't need Rambo arguing with me talking about what y'all talking about me for, boy.
What up, Rambo?
Hey, Rambo, don't you?
I ain't say what y'all talk about me for.
I
said how I get in this, how I get in the conversation. Like,
because I was saying,
no, let me in. I'm saying, like,
okay. So you know what was going on. So listen, my bad, Charles. I didn't mean cut y'all, bro. But so Rambo, while I got you here, because I think you're a prime example.
I'm a prime example of this conversation. That's why I want to get in.
What I'm talking about. So you look a certain way. I mean, you ain't cute to me at all, but that's personal.
Actually, pretty handsome.
But and you often get a bad rap for that. Like you get a bad rap. Just for being Black Rambo.
Hold on. I lost you. I often do what?
You get a bad rap just for being Black Rambo.
Oh yeah, I get a terrible rap.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that people just out of touch? Or what do you think it is? I want you to be honest with me too.
You want me to be honest with you?
100%.
I think it's the way I look and the way I talk.
Yeah.
People want me to be straight laced. They want me to be, no nice haircut, talk very, very proper, and they respect that more.
I
You know
could-
what I'm saying? I come in there like,
could
whoa,
understand.
now what's happening with y'all boys? They look at me like some hoodlum.
Hey Rambo, the main thing I hear what people say about Rambo say, oh, he ain't safe. And every time I've been to the range of Rambo, it's been nothing but good stuff. I ain't never seen him do nothing crazy. He came out here to my spot and was pointing out seeing stuff that I didn't even see.
No, you know
But that'd be a lot of stuff.
But
I think they confuse.
They take that video and that fun part. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Rambo aggressive. He loud.
Yeah.
He animated.
but you see, they don't understand. I went to war. I got post-traumatic stress. That's like relieving my stress when I shoot a gun. So that's all I'm doing is having fun. I'm not doing nothing unsafe. They never seen that type of energy at the gun range before.
Yeah.
So they think, he's happy. He just screamed that he's happy. He's unsafe. And the whole time the gun's still in the right position, finger off the trigger, nobody inside. I'm in a safe environment. Like, I think it's the look, man. It's the look, bro. Bro, I have people,
I think it's
let me
the
tell you
look and
something.
energy.
I have people come up to me and say, hey, bro, companies don't want to deal with me because I'm too close to you.
Yeah.
And
I
I
done
never
heard
did
that.
nobody nothing.
I done
Never
heard
did
somebody
nothing
say that
wrong.
too.
Then, like, okay, let's say Swamp People, for example, right? I'm off of Swamp People. They took me off this season. They took me completely off the contract. You know why? They said I didn't fit with their audience. Now I brought millions of people, and it's just, bro, you fighting the war, you can't win, man. You're like, I don't even worry about that type of stuff. Like, I could care less. Like, who like me and who don't like me. I just try to keep myself around people who positive and give me positive energy. If they don't like me, I just stay away from them. I don't really need those people, you know?
Yeah.
I tell you this all the time. I think that my biggest piece of respect for Rambo, and I'm like this myself. We different types of dudes, but he be him regardless of what the circumstance is, and that gotta be a struggle.
Yeah, it's real hard, man, because a lot of people don't respect me.
It limits you a lot. Rambo already killing it. Don't get me wrong, y'all. The man got a lot of bread, but he would be quadrupling it if he was to change his.
Bro,
he ain't willing to
just on my YouTube channel, right? I'm getting 0.6 of a cent every 1,000 views. I don't know what I did wrong to get that, but I'm getting 0.6 of a cent, not even a penny, every 1,000 views.
You know what that's called, Black Rambo? That's called a goddamn shame.
Yeah, and I'm still bringing in $5,000 a month.
And what's even more crazy about that is that, Black Rambo reminds me a lot like me being a service member as well. And you start to get to notice that, can a black man enjoy himself?
You can't.
And it's like, you can have your 300 blackouts. Look, I've taught people how to shoot, several of them. As long as you keep the safety protocols, of course, you're going to bring your different type of style and flavor, as you should, because that's what makes you unique. And people forget that being a content creator like yourself and myself, I don't have nowhere near.
No, you still a content creator. It
It's
don't
still
matter.
a content creator, but it's also a business, and this is how you show your business. Like, there are many people who find out, damn, you in law enforcement, you make me look at police in a different aspect, because it's not about what the person does, it's who they are.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Most of
some
these people,
can't
they
get
don't
with that.
talk to us.
And some people can't get to that because they can't get past the exterior.
Yep.
And that's the problem. Like, when you see me, I'm a 5'10", 280, 270 pound black man. But when they start to hear my story and what do I enjoy to do, they're like, wow, I didn't know you were this goddamn cool. I was like, for real? Me neither. Shit.
Yeah.
And
I
go
think
ahead.
another reason I don't get respect is because I came in too fast, too early. I shocked everybody out the blue. So it was something new to them. Like, whoa, what the fuck is this? What is this? What's going on? What is going on? And just like you as a cop, when you come in, like, oh man, that's a cop. No, that's a cop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody jump back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But in this industry,
I
man,
think you just gotta what you're doing is, even though it's taking all this time, I think it's still setting the tone. It's almost like somebody got to do it.
yeah, I gotta get that. I take that, but I'm a soldier, man. I take that like a G, man. I take all the shots in the back, all the bottles to the head, all the kicks to the butt. I take that, keep walking, because I'm in my comfort zone. So they got the right person. It don't bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel bad because, like, if you look at a person like me, right, and I know some companies pay dudes $15,000 per post, right? I ain't getting nowhere near that, right? And you look at me as a black guy. Let's say I get $1,000 a post. What do y'all got to look forward to when y'all get 1 million followers? If I got 2.7 million and I get 1,525 a post, you see
Right.
what I'm saying?
They
I'm trying to
lowball.
set
They
the tone for
lowball.
everybody in this real hard because
Low all your
they,
value.
they don't really respect me. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta earn your respect everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, you ain't gotta respect me, but you gonna know I'm here. So I just make my noise. You know, like I tell everybody,
I
you
think
gotta
you got
get
the
your own
validation
product.
from the people though, bro. Like it's different. Sometimes you can't stop that. I always tell the story about when you was out here with us and we going through the hood in Chicago and all the rappers, all the actors, G Herbo, everybody coming to Rambo. Hey, what's up, Rambo?
That's crazy.
The like the industry, the world got love for you, bro. And even when I talk to Rambo in private, I tell him that sometimes we get ourselves caught up in trying to impress the industry versus understanding these people that's supporting us. I ain't gonna say you got millions of people that rock with you beyond this gun thing.
That's why I don't care about the industry. That's why you never see me worry and I act the way I act, because I never asked to be in no group or no 2A industry or none of this stuff. I'm a guy that collect guns, shoot guns, and like guns. I'm not in a group with nobody, nowhere, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like guns, but you can't put me in this large group of 2A and saying this and that and this and all this and all of that. So I look at it different. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care if they don't rock with me, because my goal in this is you gotta make. I found out no matter what you do in this, you gotta have a product. If you ain't got your own product, this influencer stuff, this ain't no money, man. It's a hustle. It's a hustle for every single one of us, man. It ain't no job you could take for the rest of your life. It's a hustle. That's all it is. You get what you could get, and then when somebody pass you up, you might not get that much more. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get a product while you hot. I keep telling that to everybody I know. Bro, that's what took me to the top of my bullets. I got a website coming out. That type of shit that's what you got to do to make it in the industry. Now, what the problem is, all people don't support us in that thing.
Just said that too.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Now, if we all support each other, we wouldn't need nobody. It wouldn't even matter.
I think what you're saying, remember, that's what makes it. I was gonna say that's what makes it more important that we need to be supporting each other. It's always been like that. We always had to make a way for ourselves, and it's just been that way. And it's important, like that. And that's why we do need to support each other. I mean, that cultural disconnect exists inside our own culture.
That's exactly what I was trying to say to everybody. Like when I talk about cultural disconnect, I wasn't just talking about black and white. A lot of it is within us. It's within your own. We block ourselves from being successful. I
think a lot of it. I think a lot of people scared, man. Like being in Toledo, it's a small market, it's a mid-sized city, and when I first started building ARs and shit like that, there was no black dude around there to teach me. I had to go learn from the white dude that owned the local shop down the street. Yeah. So he like, hey man, we got a little AR class that we got the first Sunday of every month. Why don't you come out and shoot with us? I'm like, all right. So I tell my dad, like, yeah, I'm about to go out here in Gibsonburg, Ohio and shoot. My dad was like, don't take your black ass out there. Then you going out there for? You might not come back. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, I'll be good. I go out there, I shoot. Literally when I got there, I got the eyeballs, and then I pulled out my rifle, and everybody come over there, they're like, hey man, what's that? Oh shit, you got the EO, you got that, and then it's all love. It's all love, because you know what I'm saying? I'm out there, and then I'm shooting literally the only black dude out there for 2 years. So then I'm posting this shit on Facebook, and then my dudes is like, man, where you go to shoot that at? I'm like, Sandusky County. I'm like, man, how about my boy Rashad came with me and my boy Willie came with me.
Everybody got
literally my boy Willie looked at me. He shot a couple times. First time he shot outside, and he turned around and looked at me with the biggest grin on his face. And he out there. So one of the things that I would do when I would take folks out there and it'd be like 50 white dudes, and it'd be like me. So when I bring my people out there, I would like walk away. When everybody's setting up, I would just like walk away from them. So you fort like if we sitting and we shooting long range, I wouldn't lay next to you. I would go 4 spots down, and you would have to sit between 2 dudes where you would have to talk to. Like, talk to them. Don't be scared, man. There's a lot of people they scared to go out there out of their comfort zone. Somebody said comfort zone before. A lot of people are scared to branch out and actually do stuff. And then what everybody said, like, people telling me not to do it. Don't do it.
You see that,
Oh,
Rambo?
something might happen to you if you go out there with them, man. Da 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 da. And I'm like,
And
never.
Roblox, I understand that totally, because it's just over the last couple years where I go somewhere and there's somebody that looks like me. I mean, I done been many places, and if you go there, if they say, hey, all you gotta do is ask for the black guy, they're gonna come right to me because it's just me there. And that's what
I get that a lot.
You end up being in these places where it's just you.
Remember when you first met me?
You bring people with you so that they can get introduced to this stuff.
I've been places where I'll be like, what a white dude at? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard on now. I don't believe in all that color stuff, man. I believe in energy.
I feel bad that we ain't asked Dominican opinion. Kick up dust. What do you think?
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to do with this, Dusty.
Man,
look, chilling, bro. First off, what's up, panel? What's going on,
RGG? What's up?
What's going on? How's everybody feeling? All right, so first off, RGG, this topic is crazy.
Yeah.
This is a crazy topic.
Somebody had to do it.
Yep. Hey, and you did it. So it is what it is. So, yo, I don't even know where to start. This is a conversation, like a whole conversation. When I first got into firearms, like years ago, I would go to the range. Bro, I was the only black dude there. And just like Roblox said, just like it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable, but things change once you uncase your shit. Mm-hmm. Once you uncase your shit, that's when they're like, oh, okay. Like, all right. And then that's when they want to start talking. So I definitely identify with the conversation. Do I think that there's a cultural disconnect?
And now you kind of in the space. You online. You doing your thing. You've been to some events. You met some people. What do you experience now? Do you feel the culture, like the disconnect? Do you see the divide in the community, or are you getting a lot of love? What you saying out there?
It's half and half, man.
Thank you. That's why I'm at.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know exactly what you're saying because we were out in Florida and I physically seen people come up to Black Rambo like dudes on the street. And I'm just like, man, we gonna have to whoop somebody's ass. Like,
people ask me about Black Rambo all the freaking time.
But it's kind of 50-50. I could go to some places and people show me love, and I go to places and I get the stink eye.
Yeah.
And just like Rambo said, like I really don't care.
Yeah, it's all about energy, bro. You go where
it really is all about your energy.
You go where you love.
You know, Reg made this point. He said he only been in the game for a little while, and you know, as far as like being online at 2A, I only been in this thing a little over 2 years myself. But I'm gonna tell you something. You amongst us, like this is why I always say we kind of block ourselves. You rarely ever hear a black content creator say, "Man, I ain't really rocking with that white content creator." It's usually the black content creator saying he ain't really rocking with the other black.
But that's cultural.
No, bro.
That's cultural, though.
Bro.
Nah,
it's us too, man.
I think
us too.
I'm saying this stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you why. It got Reggie. I went to your house. Was it any problem about me helping you?
Nah,
Now
you the one told me. Right? You said this, hey man, make an Instagram right now. You got all these guns. You got this problem. If you gonna make an Instagram before I leave, it's gonna be a problem.
All right, that's cool. I was on you, right? All right, picking up dust. When you see me, do we ever have a problem? I'll be like, let's make a video. We got to make a viral video. Let's do it, right?
Absolutely.
All right. RGG, I called you. You never met me before. I got your phone number and called you, right?
That's a fact.
Okay, so who else reaching out to everybody else? None of y'all, right? I reach out to the small people. I just went fishing with a dude. I called the dude 1,000 followers. But I make it but I literally make sure I get with these people.
No, because I'm gonna tell you this. Because I personally got a track record of always rocking with other content creators. I've been doing it since I started, and
But I
I'm
never
usually,
said you did.
I'm
I
usually
said,
smaller.
He wasn't saying you
but
are.
not
He was
everybody,
just talking about. He was just talking about
But as a whole,
people in
As a whole.
I know you do.
Imagine if
think-
everybody did what Rambo do and what I'm doing, what I'm seeing Yoki do now. You're starting to see it a little bit more. But imagine if that shit went viral, if that became the thing to do.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem
it ain't
is
always
right there,
about
bro.
going to do content.
That's my goal.
You
That's
wanna
why I
know what
ride
the
around and try
problem
to
is?
get collabs with
You wanna know
everybody. I'm
what the
trying to do
problem is?
videos and moves with
I'm
everybody.
gonna tell you what the
Yo,
problem.
can you highlight that? Can you highlight that comment? I'm sorry.
Everybody,
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, can you highlight that?
everybody's scared that somebody gonna pass them up.
Be better than
That
them.
shit ain't even
So nobody
about
won't help
nothing.
nobody.
So
That
let me-
shit
let me
ain't
say this.
Everybody
Let me say this
rooting for
real
you.
quick.
They just don't want you to
Lito,
do better than them.
I'm sorry.
They
RGG.
rooting for you till you do better.
Remember there was a time that I spoke about United Gun Tuber Network, right? And I said, man, if we hashtag United Gun Tuber Network, it lets us find each other. Whoever's part of that within the Black two-way community, it generally lets us find each other. And the general consensus is, why would anybody on the top worry about somebody on the bottom? I said, there's a lot of people that would do that. And it's not about bringing somebody up. It's just bringing awareness to what we're all doing within the community.
Does it necessarily
But
have to be black though?
that's what I'm about to say. It's not just a black thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Does it necessarily like?
Like no,
It doesn't
No, I got
necessarily
you.
have. It doesn't necessarily have to be black, but you're gonna start where you are.
Yeah,
You're gonna
no,
start
definitely.
with who. You're gonna start with who's around you. It's not.
But-
It doesn't
Hey,
because you do something that's
like
some guy-
because you
check
do
this
something
out.
that's black
He said
first
y'all talking about
doesn't mean
social
that you're
disconnect, but
exclusionary.
there's no other race on here. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some guy with pews. I invited every white content creator I know.
Yeah, whoever
Stop
click.
it.
And
Again,
that's
that's
why
what
I'm saying what I'm saying. It looked
And
black
let's
to
not
me.
let's not get it twisted. It's some white content creators that don't mess with some other white content creators.
Oh yeah, there's that.
It's like the Yankee Marshal don't mess with a whole lot of folks.
And a lot of
You know
folks
what I'm
don't
saying?
mess with Yankee Marshall.
Yeah,
You know,
but the
he
thing
called
is,
out a
bro,
whole lot of
it's
people.
not just color, it's not just race. From the stuff that I've been seeing, it's how people live and what they do. People get mad at me because I shoot with a porn star. Now she got all her clothes on, everything in the world. But people, I had a competition shooter. I ain't gonna say no names, but she unfollowed me and everything because I went to the range with a porn star.
NAR.
Wow.
Now, how was that bad? You see what I'm saying? If I go with an OnlyFans girl, oh my God, you're shooting with a girl that goes, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
So wait a minute,
That
you
is
you
crazy.
got penalized because of somebody else's occupation.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
even matter. That shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
No, it
That's
shouldn't
some
matter.
Friday type shit. How you
Yeah.
can
That
find
shouldn't
a
matter.
day
You got
off?
part on your day.
yeah.
That's the
Talking
difference
about
in
feelings.
culture. Sometimes within culture, shit that you like and somebody else is completely against, they will disconnect from you because you accept that.
Can you say that again for the Negroes in the back?
Damn.
That's true.
Sometimes
Hey, real deal.
the association
Yes,
that you have
real
will
deal.
disconnect you from others.
I would tell everybody you white, but they can see it for themselves.
You
Hey,
think?
Now,
No, he just
I
really.
Remind
want
everybody that
to hear your opinion on this.
All right. So, like always, I have opinion, and probably a lot of people will disagree. So, my opinion is you need to take the 2A out of it. Because this isn't about 2A. This is about being a social media presence. It has nothing to do with 2A. You could do this in, I don't know, fishing, right? Or you
No,
can
that's-
do this
that's true. That's true.
in racing cars or building cars, or you can do this in certain kinds of motorcycles or whatever. It's not a 2A thing. It's a social media thing, period.
I think it's more or less a social interaction thing.
Or just
Not-
a social thing.
Yeah.
Social, yeah, like a social interaction thing. Like
It's
so-
a cultural thing.
Ted,
It's-
what's
Cultural
good?
thing. There you go.
Yeah,
Culture.
That's what I said.
Let's
cultural.
just call it what it is, because to a lot of people who get their first hit in this area, like you got a
Hey, Ted,
police
Derek.
car and you got a black Rambo, and they like, wait a minute. Well, you got a lot of brothers who do like firearms and they're responsible and they support the 2A. I'm like, well, shit, yeah, we like guns too. We like shit going boom. That's the reason why I joined the damn army. I get to get paid blowing shit up. Okay, I'm in. And it's like, it's one of the few spaces where there's a freedom of expression, even though now, because of your association with a certain clientele or certain persons, you're being oh, you're a bad person. Even
let me,
now, when you're in the two-way spaces, look how people, believe it or not, we don't know whose content might be seen, and because we're talking about firearm safety, that might save a child's life.
Yeah.
listen, bro.
Sometimes
Listen,
you got to call out
Hey,
certain
Tangy.
it's
corporations.
not a 2A thing, like your boy said. I'm Black Rambo, right? I'm Black Rambo, right? Every gun I got came from a white person except one.
Talk again. Say it again.
Every single gun. So every one of those companies showed me love and was cool with me. It's not every company. It's just people.
I agree.
You got good people. You got bad people. You got good energy. You got bad energy. You can't change it.
And I'm gonna say this. Let me throw this out there. So Black Rambo became very popular, right? And guess what happened? A bunch of people wanted to start making videos about how unsafety or how bad Black Rambo was. It wasn't anything to do about 2As, because if they put the name Black Rambo, then people would click on their videos and then their numbers would go up. It was all about trying to get success off of Black Rambo's name. It had nothing to do with 2A.
Hey, I can respect that right there where you say that. I ain't never think of it like that, but yeah, I can see that
Like,
being done.
bro, I could go to one company. Yeah, what's up, Black Rambo? It's all love. I'm talking about we jumping around, going crazy just like me. Then I could go to the next company and they look at me like this. But guess what? I could go outside. I just went to the bowling alley, right? Dude shook my hand. Yeah, what's up, Black Rambo? A little kid saw my hair tied up. He said, Mommy, look at his hair. You know what the lady said? It's just people, bro. It's just people. Some of those people run some big companies.
It just happens to be that way. It happens to be that way. That some of those people,
It's cultural.
Yeah, they grew up like
They're
that.
just like our culture is somebody else's culture. Like, you know, I'm always in the backwoods of some freaking state, and my black ass walk into the damn corner store on the corner of Route 2 and 36. I get, hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? And then I get looks.
I ain't gonna lie.
What you doing in here?
Exactly. I mean,
it's people. It's people.
But no, look, I'm gonna tell you this though. I was at this presidential gala by NAGA in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and I heard the president of NAGA, Phil, say something that stuck with me, and I want y'all to just hear this out for a second. It was two things he said that stood out. One, he talked about all the sponsors that he had on the event, like the gun companies, right? And then he asked everybody that was sitting in the crowd, he said, I want y'all to look at the firearm that you carry every day. Do you see any of those companies supporting black people?
Mine do.
I'm saying I thought that was a great question to ask, right? And then the other question was, or the other statement that he made was, a lot of companies will, not all of them. Now, this is just a lot of them. A lot of companies will say, yeah, okay, Black Rambo, I'm going to send you this. And I want you to go ahead and promote it and tell your people about it and all of that. But that company is never publicly going to stand behind Black Rambo.
Oh, I got a lot of them.
You get what I'm saying? They'll send you the gun. Hey, man, tell everybody about this for me. All right, talk to you in a minute. Because they don't never want to really be associated with you. They just want that 4 or 5 million people that you got that follow you to see their product.
It's no different if you could take 2A and put comic books. Think about that. You could take 2A and take it out, put comic books there. I'm a lifelong comic book fan for 36 years. How many black comic book creators? A lot of people grow up who are around the same age. I'm 41. We remember Milestone Comics, with Icon and Rocket and Static. How many people are supporting that?
Who did?
You got to damn near be a martyr and the
I'm gonna
black
jump off.
people to support you.
All right, big dog.
All right, bro. Be safe.
And
Yep.
and it's crazy because when you just said that, that's one of the issues. Are you going to publicly support me? And if you're going to privately support me, guess what? The dollar amount should not goddamn change.
Nah, you're right.
It should be more. It should be if they're not gonna
Man.
publicly.
Right,
Like,
it should be more.
You gotta
Is there
think,
a point-
man. They gonna support who they want to support. They ain't gonna show them. They got some companies that don't like me but like other black people. That don't make no sense.
Is there a point where you ever felt
That's-
used, like you made a mistake dealing with a company,
Me?
and it was like literally felt like you were being used?
Me?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Every single damn post I make, I get fucked over. I mean, screwed over. I should have a big old house right now. Every post, I don't get properly paid. Every YouTube post, Instagram post, every video, every promo, every. I got 2.7 million followers, another million on Instagram. You know what people charge
Let me ask you
for
this.
promo? With my time? You know what people charge for that type of promo? Bro, I got one video, got 119 million views in 3 months. You know what I got out of that?
Crazy.
Nothing. Not even a gun. You see what I'm saying? The company even hit me up and be like, hey, bro, we love that video, man. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Ain't no money in this. I'm telling you this. You have to get a product. You could get, it's a hustle. I've been doing this for like 7 years, bro. It's a hustle. Yeah, I'm hustling to make it, but it's hard because one company might pay you right, take care of you, but then guess what? After they used you up for 3 months, they might be good. You know what I'm saying? Then what you gonna do? You still gotta live.
Do you think
you still gotta live? So you gotta run to another company right here. Take this deal right here. You gotta run over. It's a hustle, man. The way if you want to talk 2A, you want to get into 2A, get a product and get your community to stand by. That's when you make a difference. That's when you stand out. That's when you stronger. That's when you got power. That's the only way. This influencer stuff is just a hustle. Black,
Make
white,
sure y'all
I don't care
smash
what
the
color
like
it
button,
is.
man. This is a very good topic.
So do you think I got a question for you, Randall? This is normally some shit that like I ask you when I see you because you know.
No, ask me. I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, like
today.
you know how the conversations
I'm
are.
ready to talk. Bro.
Do you think is how you also negotiate? You know what I'm saying? Like how can I put this? Like
I'm
on
not
some
gonna say company name. Check this out.
company wants to deal with you, right? Because obviously you're a fucking entity in itself. Like you know, have you ever straight up told the company is like, yo, listen, to do business, with all due respect, this is the price.
Yep, and guess what they say? We good. Well, we can't afford that right now. And they pass it up. Okay, since we talking, let's talk. How much you think I'm worth if you was to get a promo from me and I get a million views?
No,
how much you
hell
think
no.
that's
Don't
worth?
make us say that, Rambo. I might need
Just out your head, how much you think that's worth for anybody?
Bro, I mean, yo, you worth
For
whatever.
any person. You
worth whatever
get
you
a million
feel
views,
like
guaranteed.
Oof.
If somebody, it don't matter who it is. So if somebody just say they give me a million views guaranteed, if I got a product and I'm giving it to
The
them,
reality of it, now it's marketing, right? Now we're going into the marketing of something. So 1 million people, no matter how you look at it, is 1 million people. That's
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Yeah.
So how much you think that's worth? Just even lowball it. How much you think that's worth?
Yo, bro, honestly, to tell you the truth, that's like
he shouldn't have to touch a video less than $5.
$20,000. That's what I was thinking, around $25,000, right?
20,
I don't even get 2,500. You look, bro. I done been to a lot of these people places. I done got paid to go to all of y'all companies. I ain't getting no $20,000, and I made millions of views at each one of them places. It's no money in this, bro. It's money in it, but it ain't no money. Cause I done went to one company, they paid me good as shit, but they paid me for like 3 or 4 months. After they had to cut it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't need me.
Damn. That's crazy.
You see this comment? From who to you? All who you know. Small time people getting paid fat stacks all the time. End up being friends with the marketing people at the company.
Yo, who has been saying this
for a long time?
Who has been saying this from the beginning? He has been saying this from when I remember.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that gave me a lot of game in this YouTube stuff early on, and I respect him for it because this is what he do too. So he got a lot of followers.
Explain what he said. What he said?
He said, in his opinion, is who you know. Small time people get paid fat stacks all the time, end up being friends with the marketing people at the company. Pass me over to pay their friends.
Nope, that ain't true. That's a lie. That's a lie. I know everybody, and I still ain't getting fat stacks.
No, I'm saying that could be his truth.
That would be his truth.
So if somebody know the marketing guy over at whatever that company is, and that's his homie, he can get paid from that dude. First.
I've seen that happen.
Bro,
I've seen that happen with my own eyes.
Listen to me, bro. That happened for certain people, and y'all know what you got. Now, check this out.
Yeah, they said, check this out.
Fuck no, right now.
Now I'm gonna say it happens all the time. I ain't gonna mention anybody's names, but I know there's a guy on YouTube that kisses a ring for a certain company, and he peddles their bull, and they pay him big stacks, and they probably give him a script to talk about, and that's what he does.
There's a lot of people.
Hey, I'm back in here.
Yeah, Rambo.
I don't want to show no
man.
names right quick.
Don't get us all riled up and then.
Hold up, I want to show you something, man. I'll try to flip my camera. How I flip the camera?
Just turn it sideways.
It's your phone,
Man,
dog.
look, I'm gonna just turn it. But okay. Look on my bed. This is on my bed from today. You see all this? Shouldn't I have some money with that?
Hell yeah.
I bet you with the stuff on my bed, I get over 5 million views. They gonna make money.
Well, then, Rambo, I'm gonna ask you this question.
That's serious.
If you know that that's the case, stop taking it.
And then what I'm gonna do for myself to be Black Rambo? That's why I tell you, you gotta use them for what you could. Okay, I can get some money. Yeah, then I'll take this, prove myself. Then on the next video, all right, I need some money this time. You see what I'm saying? It go up and down.
But it seems like you're saying that. You seem like you're saying that doesn't happen. If someone is not willing to pay you what it is that you believe you're worth, don't do business with them.
Okay, and if I would do that, I wouldn't be the Black Rambo I am today because the guns get me to where I am.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to you because I understand your frustration and I hear what you're saying. But if someone keeps coming, if someone keeps coming to you and they lowball you on it, then
I see it from both sides.
Get me out, bro.
Let me ask you this: if you like, say you like me, and you a hustler, you come from whatever that nature is, and let's just say I'm out here and I got to pay my bills, and it don't matter what my bills are that month, and I go to the company and they say, hey, well, what's your fee? And I say $2,000, and they say, nah, man, the best we can do is $1,300, and then I'm sitting there like, I'm either take this 13 or I'm gonna leave with nothing.
Thank you.
I
don't have a job.
What do you do?
I don't have a job.
If I can sustain without the 13, then okay, tell them no.
But here's the problem with that.
Bread and I need
you keep doing that every single time. You just diminish it. You diminish your worth.
I agree with you 100%. But okay, if I don't get the bread and I don't get the guns, take away all my money, right? Take away 75% of my guns. Am I still the Black Rambo I am today?
Dog, you are who you are.
I ask you a simple question. No.
You will still be Black Rambo,
but I won't be as big as I am today.
But you still be Black Rambo.
I'm gonna say,
but I won't be Black Rambo with 2.7 million followers.
I'm gonna say this, Rambo.
That's a lot of followers.
I'm gonna put it to you.
You had to do everything you had to do and use every gun you had to do to become who you are today.
Thank you.
But you are who you are today. If you don't shoot another gun, you are Black.
Oh yeah, I'm set now. Now I'm set in stone. Right now, yeah, I set it in stone.
That gives you leverage, man. I think these people, and I've learned this in just negotiating with companies like I do. I learned this, man. These companies play hardball. Like they gonna rock with you, but they'll test you too. So like you say, you be like, nah, look, I'm Black Rambo. I need this. And they be like, no, we can't afford this right now. They can afford it. They just want to see what you're going to say.
Yeah, but sometimes I say no. You think I never told a company no before?
No, I believe you. But I think the people want that 2.7 million, man.
Like Tangy just hit it in the head. If they're willing to drop their cost, then be willing to drop what you offer.
I do that. I do that. Now I do that. And another way I get it is I'll be like, all right, can't pay me, give me 2 guns. That
Exactly.
way I can get the other one to the gun store. You see what I'm saying? They come in. I always think of some kind of other way. It's just like, I don't know too many that's getting money, and if they is, they're getting it from YouTube. Because I don't know where else they're getting it.
You know,
But
I feel you.
I'm gonna say
That's-
this. I'm gonna say this. So as big as you are, Black Rambo, right?
Mhm.
Say a company's
Say that
doing
shit
dirty.
different.
A
Yeah, say that
company.
different. Say that
What?
different. Real
You
deal.
want
Hold on,
Black
man.
Rambo?
Oh, you taking it there, man? I'm listening. What you said?
So say a company is not giving you the proper respect, right? There's people behind. So the people that follow you have a voice, and so if they support you, then they need to say, guess what? We're not going to buy that gun, or we're not going to buy that holster or whatever.
It don't work like that. And
I
then
know
another thing
it
is,
don't, but I'm just saying.
another
if they
thing
would,
is,
if
me
it
being
would,
Black Rambo, all these people talk bad about me, but you, anybody on here, anybody that's on here right now, I'll give you the best gun in my room if you could tell me when I talk bad about any company.
I ain't never heard you talk shit
Don't.
about nobody.
Don't.
I never said not one bad
No.
word about no gun, no company, no nothing.
You
I
don't.
don't rock like that. You see
I know
what
you
I'm
don't.
saying?
100% he doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm not
I know
gonna
you
tell
don't. That's not
nobody
what I
don't
was
do it.
saying.
I never
That's not
want to
what I
knock
was
nobody
saying.
hustle. So
That's how I am.
I
too.
just get it another way.
Mhm.
You know, like my bullets. I was with a nice company. They kicked me to the curb. I didn't do nothing wrong. I had all my money up. They kicked me to the curb. I didn't blast them. I didn't say, oh, this company, yeah. They messed up. I let them do their thing. Guess what? I got another manufacturer with the same product, the same bullets, the same, every single thing is the same. You see what
It
I'm
might
saying?
come out better.
So I just had to move a different way. Because guess what? That one day that you talk about these people, you don't know, you might need them people one day. You never know. You
See,
never know.
I
You
think
know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of the issue when it comes to Black people in this subject matter is that you have to understand business and business etiquette, and that sometimes you got to bow out gracefully. I'll tell you, this year alone, and my boy Darren, he's in the chat now. He was my second in command for, you know, a con,
What up, Darren?
and it was like, yo, we're gonna give me a chance for my security company. We found missing children. We prevented fights. We even helped people who were sick.
All right.
Give us a chance. Give me a chance to prove my worth.
Hey,
Now I gotta be on some Lamar Jackson shit. Yesterday's price ain't today's price because we proved our worth.
oh, definitely.
And
Yep.
so that's a part that a lot of people when they go into business
They forget about.
they forget about. You got to prove your worth.
You have to.
Because you're not just getting my experience, you're getting my education, my training. You're getting a lot of this. You're getting customer service. So
Okay.
once you get that, we're coming back to the table on some different shit.
Look what Real Rambo J said. Put his thing on the top. What he just said. Real Rambo J. You see what he said? I got to get paid. Company got to give me fee or I'm out. You see? That's how some people feel. Hey, all I could do is respect that. You see what I'm saying? But check this out. If Real Rambo J get a $3,000 gun, right? A $3,000 gun. All these guns that I have, you think I need them? You really think I need all of these? No, I don't. So 3,000 in the safe, another 3,000 in the safe, another 4,000 in the safe, another 2,500 in the safe, another 800 in the safe, another man. I got over $200,000 in the safe because it all added up because I didn't say no. You see what I'm saying?
It's called an investment.
Everybody
Thank
has
you.
their angles,
That's another way
you
to
know.
look at it.
Everybody
See,
has their angles.
Yeah, I was just gonna kick up Dusty, boy. That was right on time, Dusty. That's a dope statement right there because I think, see, it ain't a right or wrong way. It's what works for you. So if Real Rambo J got it working for him this way,
Do it that way.
man, I'm with you, bro. I'm supporting everything you're doing.
100%.
If Black Rambo got it working this way, keep doing it,
100%.
bro. I'm supporting you 1,000%, and that goes on and on. So what we can do though is we can share our experiences, and then it might help the next person, or somebody else might come up with something they can share with us that can help us.
Let me ask you this.
We gotta be wiser along them lines.
I gotta throw this out there.
Bro, trying to
Zach
steal
is
a punk ass muscle.
sorry. Zach is probably one of the few people that realized the day I said it, I felt fucked up inside because I bought something that I should have bought something else. not a lot of us support black firearms companies, whatever side, guns, bullets, whatever we manufacture. Not a lot of us support these companies to put them into the position that they can give back to us as content creators. You know what I'm saying? We all lacking that shit. I bought a fucking, I don't know, $1,200 gun recently, as opposed to buying an Anubis or a
Yeah,
Rostic.
but it don't go like that in business, man. In business, man, you got to invest on your business. You got to have man. I gave away damn near $5,000-$10,000 worth of bullets. You see what I'm saying? You got to give stuff away. You can't expect that. That's promo. You know what I'm saying? If you got a new product and you want it out there, you got to give a couple people the stuff.
But I think it's okay to support some of the black retailers if we can afford to. So you got a bunch of black retailers out there, stores, they online, they got this. If you're gonna purchase and they got something you want, I think it's okay. I think we should, because we're never gonna be able to push the envelope, right? You gotta network across the lines of not only race, but every culture. Like you gotta network across. You gotta cross what they say in politics. You gotta cross the aisle.
Yeah, you gotta cross the aisle.
You have to. You gotta network across the board because, truthfully, we don't own a lot of shit in this space.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not at all.
You're gonna run into some of everybody that you'll end up doing business with. But I will say this though, I'm starting to feel some type of way about what we just said earlier about a company will do business with us, they'll give us something, but they don't want to rock with you publicly.
It's because the way we look, man.
Yeah, but I can't tell you. I don't like
if I cut my hair, get a fade, get rid of my gold teeth, tattoos gone, put some tactical clothes on, and start speaking proper and instructing. Oh my God, I get everything in the world. Oh my God.
You're not gonna be.
I get the money. I get everything. I'll be on Call of Duty. Everything.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be Black Rambo anymore.
Thank you. I wouldn't be Black Rambo. I'll be a puppet.
Let me ask y'all this personal question. Everybody on the panel, raise your hand if you're a member of NAGA. The only white person up here supports. What the fuck? That's what I'm talking about.
But guess what? I don't even know how to get in NAGA, and they came to my house and everything.
Damn, they ain't come to my house.
Now that was deep.
I don't even know how to get in it.
I never had no interaction.
Now, Billy, I think I'm an honorary member of NAGA. Uncle Phil.
I know people. That's all.
I was on one of their magazines. Like, I showed up. I didn't charge them. I didn't do nothing. I did that on the sprint.
I got that magazine.
I did that on the sprint. I didn't make $1 on that magazine. So that's more than a following support. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even know nothing about it. And if they need anything from me, they call me at any time. I got you. But I'm not that person, bro. I just live that type of life. It ain't gotta be no influence or no guns, no nothing. I just live like that, man. I try to help everybody, man. A lot of people don't know that about me. That's why they don't. If people would talk to me, companies will really sit down and say, "Hey, let me see what Black Rambo talking about." They'll love me. I don't make enemies. I don't. In my whole life, I can't name one enemy I have, bro. And to this day, I can't name one enemy, like one person I say, "Ooh, I don't like him."
And I remember
me.
saying that to a company, man. The company I don't want to say their name, but they're a very well-known company, and I was in person with the guy, and he was just like, I don't know if we really want to associate ourselves with, Black Rambo. He's like, I know that's your friend, and this, that, and the other. And I asked him, but why? He was like, well, we can have that conversation whenever you want to. I was like, we can have it right now. Like why? And when he's talking, he rambled off about 10 minutes, but he never said why. He only said what other people thought. You hear people say that I say, look, man, you should talk to him, because if you ever spoke to him, you'll probably see he actually a pretty cool guy, man. Like
I'm a father.
You gotta flip away from this old animated loudmouth dude you see on the camera. Talk to him, and you might see something a little different. You will see something a little different. And I think that you hit the nail on the head with that, bro. I think that when people do talk to you and chop it up with you, he all right, dude.
Oh, he all right, dude. Man, ain't nothing wrong with that dude. He's just hyper. And they don't even understand why I'm hyper. I have post-traumatic stress from war. I went to war, got a rush out of my life. Now, everything I do to get a rush, I shoot a gun. Guess what I was doing in war when I got the rush? I was shooting a gun. That's the only thing I'm doing. Bro, I am a law-abiding citizen. I don't do nothing to get in trouble. I don't want to do nothing wrong. When I go to the range, back in the day, I used to didn't wear my eyes and ears, right? That's why I think the safety stuff came from. But on my defense, I've been to real life war. Me, I don't care what nobody else tells me. Me, I've been in real life front line war. I didn't have on no goddamn eyes and no doggone ears. I didn't. I did not. So all the people, I don't care what nobody told me. That's why I think they get me with the unsafe stuff. But I respect at the range. I put on my glasses and my ears out of respect for the range. But when I'm in my backyard, I'm in my backyard on my yard, my time. When I was in war, bro, we didn't do that, bro. I didn't do that, man. Like, we didn't do it. So why am I wrong for doing the same thing I did when I fought for the country?
Well,
Go
because
ask somebody if they were eyes and ears. That's the only thing they can say unsafe about me. I don't point the gun at nobody. I don't have my finger on the trigger. I don't accidentally discharge. Eyes and ears. You know how many? Raise your hand if you forgot to put your eyes on when you shot before.
Yeah, I had to
raise your hand if you forgot to put your ears on when you shot before.
You know how many videos I looked at?
Everybody do it.
Like, yo.
Let's tell the
I took the fool that put it on camera.
when you get.
I got a lot of videos like that. I done did a whole mag. Imagine doing 308, you doing a whole drum and you dump it out there like, oh, I ain't have my ears on. Now I got to do the whole thing again. You know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't want to post that one.
I don't do that.
Yeah, rappers come out here. Oh man, don't worry about it. It's cool.
And then I get in trouble for
You
it.
ever been in a firefight? You're not
For
gonna
me,
worry
yeah,
about
I was
that
front
shit
line,
anyway.
second tank battalion. I was front line.
I tell anybody, if
Yeah, I
you've
was
been in a
front line,
firefight, you're not gonna worry about that shit anyway.
Thank you.
No, you're not. That's
I
just the
would-
social media side of that's the social media side of things.
I'm not going to try to prove a point just to feel comfortable in a firefight, though. I'm keeping my ears and my eyes.
No, but put it
Wait,
on
what?
at the range. You're supposed to have it on at the range. But if you are stepping in your backyard, bro, if you in your backyard, I can't fuss you if you don't put your eyes and ears on. I can't fuss you if you want to take a pee in your backyard. I can't fuss you if you want to dig a big hole in your back. I can't fuss you for doing something in your yard.
About to say right there, God.
You know what?
The only thing I fuss is if you do put it on social media, because
Why?
because you're putting that influence out there. We all have to accept responsibility.
So hold up. So hold up. You can't do it at home?
No.
You can't shoot without your glasses on at your house. Who said that?
He said, not if you put it out there. If you put it out there, always put it out there.
I'm asking you a question.
Perfect
Where is
timing.
the rule that says you cannot go to your backyard and shoot? Okay, do hunters wear eyes and ears?
Hold on.
When you hunting, do you wear eyes and ears?
I wear eyes and ears all the time. But
When you hunting?
When I don't hunt, but perfect timing. Let me say this. My son just sat down. He's been shooting for a while, but he's 12. His safety is top level.
Mm-hmm.
If just he wouldn't be able to say, oh, it's cool, they in their backyard, they not at the range. You know what I'm saying? So for him to watch stuff on social media, I need it to be fucking
Okay,
perfect.
well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If your son go watch some people on a hunting trip, right, and they don't have their eyes and ears on, and they shoot a deer, or they shoot something, right? Are they wrong too?
Yeah, I wouldn't call them wrong.
That's outside. They outside. They hunting backyard. They got deer. I ain't talking about this standing in an urban backyard.
People
I'm
are
talking
gonna
about in a
hunt and put
wooded
ear things in their
backyard.
ears.
I'm not talking about a regular backyard.
90% of hunting videos you're gonna see, no one's wearing eyes or ears.
That's right.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Nobody.
That's tough.
So how am I wrong if I go in my wooded backyard, the same wooded area that looks like hunting, and I don't shoot with my eyes and ears, but a hunter can go sit on the stand and shoot anything. I went hunting last weekend. Alligators, pigs, everything. We wore no eyes and ears the whole time. Nobody brought eyes and ears. You know when we brought eyes and ears? When we sighting our guns at the range.
You know why? Because you're black.
No, I'm gonna tell you this.
No,
I'm gonna tell you this.
No.
Everybody up here,
Everybody up here
is in fault for this. There's a group of people in the two-way community, and they're called safety Nazis. And it don't matter what you do, they're going to complain. Oh, you're sitting in a room and there's a box of ammo on your shelf 20 feet away. That's unsafe. And then people won't do it. They'll make a video.
I got a
make
question.
a video and they make sure they let me clear my gun 20 times. And guess what? There's no ammo in the room. Well, guess what? I'm in the room by myself. If I have a loaded gun, that's none of your damn business. And if it goes off, it's not going to hurt you, is it?
Thank you. Let me ask you a question. You say your son watched the videos, right? That's him, right? That's little man right there. What's up, little man? How you doing?
Good.
Did he ever hear what a gun sound like without headsets on? Ever?
Yes.
Ever? So if somebody intruder come in the house, right? You think he can handle 15 shots
Yes.
with no problem?
Yeah.
It's all 50-50. You got to know your kid. So if you know your kid, you know what I'm saying? But some kids might hear that, you know what I'm saying? And that might be it. My little boy know what it sounds like.
And wait a minute, he's
But
12.
how does he know what it sounds like?
Wait a minute.
Al
You said he
always
could
wears
hear
eyes
it.
and ears.
During the
Wait a
RTA,
minute.
he's
Hold up.
and or armament, we all went down there without ears because I forgot my ears and I was just gonna help.
So just one time he heard it without eyes and ears? I mean, without ears?
No. He been
Many
shooting
times,
for
right?
like 5 or 6
So
years, so
I think
he got
I
that
think-
experience.
I really think people should sometimes hear. I shot my gun the other day without my ears on, and I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I forgot it was this loud.
Yo,
But
bro.
I used to be used to it.
When did putting eyes and ears on become safety? Because guess what? If we're at the gun range and you got your eyes and ears on and I don't have mine on and I'm shooting it, it's not hurting you one bit as long as I'm safe pointing the gun. In the
Yeah,
right
say
place.
that to the insurance company that deals with the range. You
Nah,
ain't
that's
doing all that shit without your eyes
That's why I
and
said
ears.
I'm just
range,
saying.
eyes and ears got to be on.
But let me say
And
that.
oh
I
yeah,
respect- I
shout out to
respect
my
that, but I think
fly
so-
family for that, because shout out because I took my son a few years ago, first time shooting, and you said your son's 12, man. He sound like he got a whole family of his own, man. It just dawned on me because my son's 16. And one time when he was 14, how you doing, Dad? Like who's this?
Yeah.
Let me say
You
this
know
shit
what's
I forget,
crazy?
man, because I'm getting old and shit. I gotta
Alex-
say shit before I forget. But
Charles,
this-
hold on.
No, you hold on, man.
You hold
Damn,
on,
I've been
man.
trying to say this for 5 minutes.
Hold on.
No,
No,
I'm not
Alex
holding on. I'm gonna say
shot.
this.
Aside from Charles, Alex done shot with everybody on his panel.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
That
man.
wasn't even important. Bitch. Let me
Thank
say.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Damn, how you gonna give a great father a son moment and say that's not?
Yeah, he ruined it. He said that wasn't even important.
But okay. With me with no eyes and ears, do that really make me so bad? Unsafe? I'm really
No.
that unsafe?
No,
I don't
that-
think
that
it's so
ain't-
much
that
about
ain't
you.
But I think it's this right here, though. Because somebody said this to me before. A person that was on one of my videos commenting, boy, I'm talking about he checked me in the most civil way ever to be checked. He leaves a comment on the video. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was negative, right? So I replied to the comment and said, I'm like, hey, man, you took time out your day to come leave a negative comment on my video. That means you the one with the problem. You could have just kept scrolling. And the dude was like, well, I watched the video and you said, please like and leave a comment on the video. So I read it.
I don't say that.
I did say it. That was what
I
I
don't
said
see
at the beginning of the video. I couldn't do nothing but apologize to him because I told you to leave a comment, leave me your opinion. So if I don't like your opinion, I can't turn around and get mad at you. So I look at it like this, man. If it doesn't matter what Black Rambo do or any other YouTuber out there, you always got the option to keep scrolling. You don't always gotta say something if you choose not to, right? Like to me, that's the problem that I always have with it. You can easily ignore a person than trying to knock their hustle. How do we know that Rambo ain't got them kids at home that need to eat, and we're gonna be knocking him to take money off him?
Do you see what I got to pay for? Look at it.
Damn.
Oh, hell yeah. You
Now,
need to
who's
go make a
that?
video right now.
Hey, go to the room. Go to the room, Alex.
What up?
Like shoot,
Microphone in front of him.
like shoot.
Microphone got lights. What the fuck?
No,
I
they-
feel you on that one. My son's 16. He wears the same size 12 as I do.
Somebody help me, man. Help me pay these bills.
Yo, so I don't think it's so much about you shooting without eyes and ears. I think
Then
it's
what
more
is
or less about the people, not the people, the kids that watch and want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody. Hear me out. Give me a second. Chill. So with kids that are growing up, it's kind of like music, right? Like everybody here has done played with all kinds of firearms, right? People hear music, we talking Dracos, we talking switches, we're talking 40 cals, and you got some people that think it's the dopest shit out.
And all the guns they rap about,
Y'all
the shooters
taking
guns
it
and shit.
too far. Okay, listen, let's think about this. Let's use our brain. What kids are doing this? Are you hearing this anywhere? Or are you just making this up in your head? What kids are not wearing headsets because of my videos?
Brother, it's
No. Time out. Because if it's a kid, no, we're gonna speak real facts.
Yeah,
if it's a kid and he got a gun in the backyard without an adult, it don't matter. He ain't supposed to be doing that, period.
He's not supposed to be doing that.
If it's a kid and he's at the range, they're gonna make him wear ears. So where are y'all getting this false narrative that me and kids are watching me and not wearing eyes and ears because of me?
It's a big influential factor. You know what I'm saying?
I'm influencing kids to go shoot guns.
And bro,
where are they going to shoot them at? Though, listen to me, bro. Hear me out, though. You can't. I can't sit here and tell kids, hey, you gotta wear your eyes and ears. Gotta wear eyes and ears. They not gonna feel me like that. But guess what? When a kid get a gun, if he's in the backyard by himself shooting a gun without the eyes and ears, he was already wrong. Already out the gate. So if a kid see Black Rambo video and say, hey, I want to shoot some guns, right? Hey, mom, I want to shoot some guns. Hey, I want to shoot some guns. They got to go to the gun range. If they don't get an adult and go to the gun range, they are all the way wrong out the gate anyway.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, though. There's some dumbass parents out here that don't know the difference because we don't educate them properly.
Okay, but if the parents don't take them, how is it my fault because I didn't shoot a video with eyes and ears on and the parents didn't take them to the proper range to go shoot and just let them shoot in the backyard?
I'm not responsible.
It's not your fault, Rambo. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
But how am I influencing people to that? You cannot. A kid cannot shoot a gun.
That's true.
A kid cannot shoot a gun at the range down here until you're 13 years old in Louisiana. 13. Okay. And you can't go to the range by yourself until you're 21. So what kid is going to do this? Who?
Let me ask you a question.
It gotta be a bad kid.
But listen, let me ask you a question. Because we can go from a standpoint that it could be a bad kid or every kid is different. But it's not to blame you for anything. But can't you understand the logic behind it? If I'm a kid and I don't have, and let's say I'm a kid and I don't have anybody, and all I do is look up the Black Rambo. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand about being in your backyard.
No, I want to hear this.
And all I do is look up the Black Rambo. And I see Black Rambo doing this, and you are my example. I'm going to do what you do.
But what if you see Black Rambo wear the ears one day, and then wear the ears, don't wear the ears one day?
Do you apply that to everybody?
But I'm saying.
It's not like I don't wear them.
No, I'm just, Rambo, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, can you understand?
I don't think the ears that deep.
It don't make sense to me because if you're that kid, right? If you are that kid, and you see me doing that, when are you going to do that? Tell me when that kid is going to have the chance to do that.
We just spent
No, seriously, when is that kid going to have the chance to do that? Just tell me, you're that kid right now.
I'm gonna leave. Hey, how about this? So if I go on the back porch right now,
and you see me shooting,
so I go on my back porch right now.
When are you going to get to do that?
I don't know when you're going to get to do it.
So what are you talking about?
So if I go load up this car right now and load it up and sit on the back porch, y'all gonna put y'all ears on?
No.
I was just saying, damn.
I feel what you're saying.
I don't disagree because I'm not blaming you for anything. But I'm saying, can you understand the other side of the point?
If we use our brains about it, it's not going to happen that way. It can't happen that way unless the kid has an illegal gun and is going outside somewhere illegally and shooting. If not, you can't.
That logic is like if a teenager has sex with a porn star and you turn around and blame Tiger Woods. Damn you, Tiger Woods! He was your hero.
Yeah. You can't do that.
Last time I saw a movie, I saw White Rambo without eyes and ears. So hey, when I saw First Blood, Rambo shot without eyes and ears, and
everybody do in the TV, Call of Duty, the movies, everything. But me,
I don't want to
being a YouTuber, I'm the worst thing in the world. And guess what? I haven't got eyes and ears.
I don't want to defend.
You're not the worst thing in the world. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying to other people, that's why. Not to us. I'm talking about to other people.
I don't want to defend it. See, if I'm hearing you right, if you saying, listen, I'm encouraging everybody out there, use your eyes, use your ears. Sometimes I may not do it, but that ain't the safest way. Like, I don't want to encourage folks to be like, oh no, man, go ahead. So if you don't want to use your ears, don't use them. You know, I think we as influencers out here, we on YouTube, people watch us, we should try to deliver the right message. You know, now whether they listen or not, that's on them. But we can deliver the right message.
Bro.
Don't be like me, be better than me. If I might mess up, but don't you?
The right message win. To use your eyes and ears at the range, right?
I think what Rambo's saying is, who the hell made it the right message?
Thank you.
It'd be like you making a video and somebody says, leaves you comments that they got offended. Well, you have no control if they get offended by it. That's up to them if they get offended by your video.
But the one main thing that we all have to understand is we are influencers, and that's the responsibility we take.
No.
If we show them the wrong or the right way, there's always if you don't want to be an influencer, then get the fuck off of YouTube.
So you're saying if I make a YouTube video, it's up to me to raise somebody else's kid?
No, but real deal. I think your point is wrong, because when you get into I'm not a black Rambo. I'm not a black Rambo. I'm not even my bro. I'm not even a regular gun guy. But there are people who listen to what I say, and if I say it the wrong way, they'll take it as gospel. And I'm just little Zach. I'm nobody. I'm just little channel fat guy with guns.
I'm gonna need you to say that different.
So, I mean, I'm just fat guy with guns with a small channel. But there are people who I say things to, and they take it like it's gospel.
Well, that's
so that means no. You want to know something? No. It's not about because it's my fault. It's still because my responsibility, and because my responsibility to have a certain sort of responsibility to the people who I call my supporters or subscribers or whatever.
Hey, give me a minute to holler at my boy,
do
because he's been sitting up here an hour. I don't know if he froze or what. Hey, what's up, bro?
What's good, man? What's good? I was just listening, man, because it was a good convo. I came in when y'all was talking more about the business side of it, you know. So I was definitely trying to peep on that. And you know, it was funny how y'all was talking about ears, because I followed Black Rambo for years, and I never even paid attention that he don't wear ears and eyes. I'm being all the way real, because I think I didn't even know about, you know, so many people use those little ones. I just thought he had something that I didn't know what it was.
Oh, I feel what you just said, where it don't even cross your mind. It didn't cross my mind until it just came up in the conversation.
Right, yeah.
I think we talked about ears too damn long. I'm with Rez. Like, all right, it is. It kind of is what it is. I think the conversation is more about the cultural disconnect. It's the disconnect. I feel like people are out of touch with cultures on both sides, and I think a lot of times that what happens is, you know, I'll keep it a buck with you. If I'm being myself, right, and just being who I am, which I feel is extremely important to do. Even here, I have to be a little bit reserved on my channel, especially these live streams, because I don't know. It's like it ain't really being me. Like I could be in a meeting with a company and I say, listen, I have to be myself. You know, this is where I come from. This is what I come from. You might hear me use the N-word. You might hear me cussing sometimes. You might hear me, you know, talk about somebody when they come on. This is just what I do. But you know, I'm an everyday guy. I want to show everybody love. It is what it is. Allow me to be me. I don't need you to coach me on what I need to say. You know what I'm saying? How I need to move or how I need to act. See, I can't move like that, man. I get irritated. I need to be me. You know.
It doesn't matter what, you could be the most perfect person in a video and say the most positive things in the world, and there will always be somebody there to tear you down and tell you you're not being a good example and what you're doing is not helping the community. You are never going to satisfy everybody in the community. So just do you.
Let me say this. So can we all agree? Can we all agree though that the answer to tonight's question is yes?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Hell yeah.
All kind of ways, yes.
That is all kind of ways. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yo, and that's an example. That ears and eyes shit. Not to bring it back up, but that's an example of culture.
I don't know why you just brought it back up tonight.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm being good.
No, you good, bro. Listen, man. I think I've said this before. I didn't know you was coming here tonight. I appreciate you stopping by, but I was really saying that I felt like you get a bad rap. I use GHB Hustle as an example. You know, I mean, people love y'all. Like y'all have some of the biggest platforms that this game has to offer, and that's a blessing in itself, right?
Yeah.
I do think that comes with responsibility. I think a lot of what you do, they don't really get to see it on YouTube.
Nah, they don't see it
And
at
I'm
all.
gonna tell you something, because I got to see it when cameras wasn't rolling. Like I didn't see.
You right. You right about
this
that.
dude give. I done seen him show love to kids. I've even seen Rambo ask people to take a picture with him.
I always
people.
do that.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
I say, you
So
want to take a picture?
and don't do and you. I never seen him post it. I'm with him that whole night. I never saw it on Instagram. The people might post it, but he did. So he wasn't doing it for the clout. He just did it out of love. I've seen that a million times. I've met a lot of these guys, and I always say this: a lot of people that support us will be in these chats, and they don't get to see that side. I done been around GHG when camera wasn't rolling, Real Rambo J. These guys are really good people, man. I done been around.
Yeah.
They all good people. I done been around Reg. I done been around all these people you see online, but you don't get to see the other side of them. You only see one side, and then somebody make a negative comment, and then you just take that shit and run with it. And I don't think that's fair to the content creators at all. But on the flip side of that, this is what we signed up for.
I feel like you're kind of right.
It ain't gonna always be perfect.
Hey, I want to say something right quick, RGG, and to Black Rambo, man, like how you brought up Black Rambo and GHG Hustle. I'm gonna say from my perspective, because like I said, I've been watching both of y'all for years. You know, and even before I was even into the gun life like that, and sometimes, man, it is a cultural difference and a cultural disconnect, and sometimes we might gotta embrace that, because I really feel like you, Black Rambo, you started something that, I mean, that you may know, but you may not even really know, because I'll say for me out here in VA, being a gunsmith, like, you know, I wasn't in the military, but I did have a thing for guns, and I wanted to learn, so I went to school for it. And but the people around me, you know, I'm tatted up, like you, jury, all that, and it's like, I know people who are legal, but they just don't feel comfortable going to the other people. So they're like, you can fix my gun, you can clean my gun. It's like, I think I'm gonna have a clientele that other people won't be able to get. So I think I'm gonna build what I'm building when you come to me. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that got a lot to do with you and GHG, because y'all young, even it's a youthful energy. Y'all youthful. And I mean, you know, I don't know how old GHG is, but you know, it's like y'all got a youthful energy. So
GHG ain't that old. He like 41.
Okay, that's
about
great.
my age.
That's
I thought GHG was older than that.
Well, you GHG young, man. Stop playing with that man, man.
No, man, that man old,
I
man.
feel what you're saying. You know why I feel what you're saying? You know why I feel what you're saying? Because a lot of people say this, but I could go up to a kid right now and be like, whoa, nah, man, what's happening with your little man? What's good with you, man? And they going crazy, like, oh, man. Instead of me saying, hey, how you doing, man? What's going on? You know, shaking their hand. And they see me, oh, man. And guess what? I always ask kids, how you doing in school? Hey, ask the mom and daddy, hey, how they doing in school? Oh, you doing good? You know what? Get the A honor roll. Mama call me, and y'all come to Louisiana, range day on me. I tell that to every kid I see. So it's a different type of culture. Like, if I was a different Rambo, it wouldn't work. I reach people, like, I could go in the hoodest of the hoodest of the hoodest of the hoods and talk about guns. Right. Well, probably some other people can't do that. They won't even get respected. They just look at them like, man. So if I go up in there, if I do tell people to wear their eyes and ears, I would have to be, man, you know, I'll be messing up sometimes, but man, you gotta wear that stuff, man. Man, you know you gotta wear, man, you know how the people be tripping, man.
Yo,
I have to teach. I have to teach a different way.
Right, yeah.
I can't teach like everybody else. I have to be the friend that's teaching. I'm the cool uncle or the cool best friend. Oh, man, you already know what's going on. Man, let's go in here. You know they're going to trip on us in the rain. Look, we just going to be cool for a little while. Don't even worry about it. And we're going to shoot and bust their tail and let's go. I got to talk to the people in that type of way. I teach a whole different type of way. Like you say, you watch me all the time, right?
Yeah.
How much stuff you learn from me by just regular talking about stuff?
Bro, I'm going to tell you like this. I think me and mostly everybody learned about traveling on a plane with a gun from your video. Straight up.
I tried to, but it wasn't no straight. It was a cool
Yeah,
game. Myself,
was
you
yourself.
can relate to it. You can
Bro.
watch it. You'd have seen it.
The reason I identify with yours so much is because I'm gonna be because of how you look, because how brash and loud you are, and it's like, yo, if that dude, because I'm, if you're a laid back person, if he can do that, then because like, yo, my bro, he hit me, my bro who came out to the arm 3 with me, RGG, my bro Sweets, he had to travel the week after that on the plane, and he was like, yo, he actually like, yo, what you know about traveling the plane with a gun? I said, yo, all I know is I watched Black Rambo video. You know what I'm saying? I sent him the link to your joint. And then when he did it, he was like, yo, it was just like he said. He said it was mad easy. He's like, I'm like, all I say is if he can make it look that easy, it can't be hard. That's what I always said. So yeah, you teach people a lot. And again, like I say, you teach us. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say us, I mean a particular us. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real.
No, you know what you just
and
said.
People don't see that.
So
I look bad. But I don't look bad to a different type of people. To a different type of people, I'm glorified. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like the little Boosie of the gun industry.
Yo. What's crazy though? It seemed like
I never thought about it like that.
Yo.
that was pretty interesting, right?
We both from Louisiana. I feel like the little Boosie of the gun industry.
Eddie Tactical, what's up, my brother?
It seemed like the people who are extra tactical, they shouldn't be offended by you by how you can, because they already know what's what. So like, why be offended by? I mean, I don't know. Again, like I said,
but I feel where you're coming from because I taught myself this. I put this in my head. This is what everybody forgets me, bro. All these tactical people, all these straight laced people, all these people they forgetting. We wear regular clothes on a daily basis. Okay, you got a jersey on, you got a shirt. None of us right here got no tactical gear, fully.
I bet you Kick Up Dust got a leg.
So why do I train in this 24/7?
Look at him.
I train with my rings on. I train with my Louis Vuitton belt. Why are you training tactical? Like you're gonna have time to get ready, like Korea about to come drop on some planes and stuff.
You ain't have to mention the Louis belt though, Rambo. That was like,
but I'm just saying, people train. They make the tactical thing to be out so good. I just try to tell people you could be your regular self and learn guns, man. That's all. You can learn all of this. If you want to be tactical, go be tactical. If you want to be urban and shoot guns, be urban. Just do it the legal way. Yeah. Do everything properly and legally, and that's it. Hood tactical. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm like, dog, what's that?
I think it's because
that's true. That's true though, man. Y'all made some great statements. I think that, but I see. That's what I say. I think it's gonna all come in due time, though, and I think you get Rambo. You just get hit across the head.
Yeah, you gotta take it for everybody.
You're the first one through the door.
Yeah.
But I think that when you got kids like GHG coming up, and I'm looking at Think Mega, and this is what we relate to. This can't keep scaring everybody. Brothers, where we from have tattoos. Everybody ain't criminals. Everybody ain't killers. We might have been through it. We might have been raised different. See, that's what I talk about when I talk culture. So if I tell you this is my upbringing, this is where I come from, this is what I know. But that don't mean I'm out here trying to hurt somebody or I'm out here doing anything crazy. I'm just giving it to you the way that I know it. And trust me, it's a world out there that relates to us. And the most influential culture in the world that I think that's really starting to float into 2A is the hip hop culture.
Yep.
I ain't talking about the music. I'm just talking about the culture.
Me with the gold chains and all that stuff, the diamonds.
It's making its way into 2A, and just the way hip hop took over music.
I don't think it's making its way. I think it's gonna be so big. It's being exposed.
No, man. I think it's.
This is what it is. Like this is what it was for me. Just like what his name, Big Mega. Like he said. Like before Rambo came in, I had all these guns, all that type of stuff, but guess what? I wasn't posting them, Like, man, I ain't posting all that stuff. I don't want too many people knowing I got guns and knowing I'm doing this. Yeah. Got a whole backyard gun range and everything, but still wasn't posting stuff. Like I said, I didn't start posting. The Black Rambo came and made me do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me start going like, okay, so.
Man, you never know who you influence because
everybody got to know that. Look, I want to grab a gun right now and shoot off the back porch for y'all, but
Hey, look, when that's the first time I met Reg online, that's the first thing he did. Oh, Well, go ahead, man. If you want to shoot,
You never
right
know
now,
who
go
you
ahead.
influence, man, because none of my friends
That's-
like guns. They like, why the fuck you got guns? And then now this year they like, yo, you going to the gun show? I can't. I gotta work. Oh shit, we going to the
Exactly.
gun show. Like motherfucker, y'all could take some better pictures, shit. Like, I mean,
Remember,
it's
like I said, I
all
remember the first
about
time I posted a video on Facebook. Go ahead.
it's all about influence because back in the day, I remember when I came in the military. There were certain parts when it was cool to be like, it's tradition for you to be tatted up in the military. It shows where you've been. Then there was a part where you got to be super clean cut, no tattoos. And then now it's back to tattoos. I'm like, well, can you motherfuckers make your minds up? But
So look,
you got to remember, it's like, it's not only an upbringing, but it's also a melting pot because, I'm from Baltimore. The culture in Baltimore is different from DC. We're only 42 miles from each other. The culture from DC is different from Chicago, LA. So everybody brings a little bit something to the table. And it's like this, it's no different if you go into like a shoe convention. Everybody's gonna show out their best and brightest.
Yeah, you
And
should have came to the sneaker ball. Hey, Charles, listen, man, I appreciate you, brother. I done ran over my time a little bit, but so let me say a few things before this thing gets closed out. First of all, everybody that stopped through, man. Again, sometimes we take these things for granted, but we just had some of the biggest names in our space come and stop through this live chat. Say what's up. Mr. Bunfire out here taking off, man. Bro came out and hung out with us all evening. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Timing in, kick up. My man Charles. Everybody that's been in this chat, y'all smash that like button. Zach and Billy, y'all know what it is. But this is a conversation that need to be had. I think I said this at the beginning of the live. Some of y'all probably didn't hear it. When I posted this on Instagram, I got a DM saying, I don't know if you want to touch on this. And I'm not going to even expose who said it. It was totally a white person.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you, real deal. But I think that oftentimes, man, people are afraid to talk about that. Like people will not mention or say color, right? I could tell you this from experience. I do an event, a dope event every year now. I can kind of big that up a little bit, but I'm going to say this. It's not easy because what ends up happening is we have to be vetted way more to get companies to rock with you, to see what you're doing. They need to know. They need to make sure, hold on, you got any content from this thing? Is it going to be safe? Is it going to be this? And I think that now we're starting to show. We got brothers doing events across the country, and they all been safe. Just like any other event. All of them are safe and dope, and we all out here just trying to do what it is that we are trying to do. So again, man, hey GHG, thank you for stopping through, brother. Real Rambo, J, everybody, man, everybody that came through, Black Rambo, everybody that stopped through, man.
Things said tonight.
It was some good stuff. I mean, I got a lot of good information out of this. I think we do know that there's a cultural disconnect. Now, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end this in the worst way I can, because I have a question, which is, do y'all think you could ever fix the cultural disconnect? Can the gap ever be bridged?
Yes. You know how you fix it?
How you fix it, bro?
Stop chasing the company. Be the company.
Ooh, that was deep.
Very simple.
That was deep. I can't disagree with him, man.
Right.
Hey, listen, before we get up out of here, listen, Friday night on this live, we are going to be announcing the date and location of a regular meetup for. So y'all please be
Already?
here.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, man.
Friday night, bro.
Already?
It's going to sell 1 week from this Friday.
We on it, man.
We're going to be announcing the date.
Friday night, bro.
Hey, Dust, we don't fuck around.
Yeah, right.
this year? Next year?
It's next year. We're getting everything.
Yeah, we're getting everything together.
You know, Black's supposed to be late, Dusty, so you got to start early.
Right.
Yeah, look, I'm still burping tequila from the last one, and y'all planning the other one already.
I just gotta say this before I go. It was a pleasure being up here with everybody on the panel. My emails in the back chat. Hopefully meet y'all in person soon. May y'all stay safe, blessed, You know,
Hey,
come
say
over.
soon again. Say soon
You know,
again. Say that one more time.
hey, you shut the fuck up. But anyway,
How did he just put an R in soon?
Right.
I hope y'all get soon. What the hell? Charles, go,
I
man.
mean,
No, I appreciate it.
we're not going to talk about Joseph and his Technicolor
Baltimore.
T-shirt, okay? We're not going to do that.
That's that B-more, boy. That's that B-more in him.
We're not going to do that.
Hey,
Joseph and
hey,
his
Mr. Bunfire, though. Hey, Reg.
But you know, it was a pleasure.
Look,
Thank you.
Next
You know,
year-
anytime you're on my live
Next
stream,
year, I'm
please
gonna let you go and bring the Arsenal out, man. I feel like
Very good.
we tied your hands this year, so I ain't gonna
I'm
tie
bringing
your
the
hands
tank
next
next
year.
year.
We're just gonna let you go. We're gonna let
Yeah. That'll work. That'll work a lot better.
Hey, GHG spelled it. Is that how this sir?
Right, sir.
I don't know what you just said, boy.
That's that Baltimore, man.
Hey,
That 42.
hopefully next year you can get GHG out there.
Hey, man, I be
Oh, it got quiet.
Hey, I had GHG at my first meetup. I ain't seen him since.
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't like me. No, I take that back. I've seen him since, but no, man. That brother, he got really good reason why he couldn't be there. I really feel like he could be there because that's my boy. But he be having a really good reason.
His reason is legitimate.
His reason is pretty legit why he don't make it. Now the ugly one that be with him, they
all
are ugly, but the ugliest one, that real Rambo, I don't get him no room.
So you said
Oh,
Friday?
man.
Friday?
Peace, Rambo.
This Friday.
All right. So
Yeah, this
I
Friday
can't-
we go on date and location. This Friday.
All right. So I don't know. Friday, I might be busy in the evening. If I'm not here, there's multiple people on this panel with my number.
You can catch the you can catch the replay, bro.
I'm gonna text you myself, Dusty. I'm gonna text you myself.
You know what? See, and that's why RGG. That's why, as much as we argue, I fuck with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
My
See,
boy, man. You know, Kick Up Dust. You might hold the record for the person on YouTube that I've argued with the most.
100%. And
I believe you. Is it vice versa? Am I the one you argue with?
150%.
All right,
Fish is
well,
second.
long as
Fish
we're
is
on the
second.
same page, man.
Fish is second. We on the same page, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I probably would have pushed you if you wasn't such a big ass for no reason, just big dude, just ignorant big, you know. But it's all good. Good guy,
Just the announcement. Just the announcement.
Yeah, just the announcement, man. Tickets are going to sell the following week. But listen, thank you everybody again, man. This was actually dope. I anticipated it would be good, but I didn't know it'd be this dope. And I think
I ain't gonna lie. Let my food sit up here and get cold on the table.
You let the man food get cold. Look at that.
Food get cold on the table, sitting up here with y'all, man. No, not no lima beans tonight, but I got them neck bones in there tonight, though, boy. Yeah, man, I'm a country boy, man, down here in the country, neck bones.
He got the
neck bones
worse than the lima.
And look, right after the meal, I'll probably go take the 300 back out in the backyard, just a little quiet back there for a little while, just, you know.
All right, man. Hey, listen, everybody take it easy, man. Y'all be safe, man. This was a great live, man. I will see y'all in the next one, man.
Peace.
For sure.
To everybody.